Alright, so interesting article that one of my students shared with me. Title of the article is Expansive New Study Says Not Exercising is Worse for Your Health Than Smoking. So I'm going to have Trinity read the article and then we'll comment.
Okay. It's common knowledge that there are many benefits to being fit, but one large new study found that skipping out on the gym is practically the worst thing you can do for your health. In fact, the study claims not exercising might be more harmful to your health than smoking. New findings published Friday in the journal JAMA, I think is JAMA Network Open, detailed how researchers at the Cleveland Clinic studied 122 and 7,000 patients from 1991 to 2014, putting them under treadmill testing and later recording mortality rates. Researchers found a clear connection between a longer, healthier life and high levels of exercise. The report calls for healthcare professionals to encourage patients to achieve and maintain a robust fitness routine. And the article continues, cardiorespiratory fitness is inversely associated with long-term mortality, with no observed upper limit of benefit, the study says. Extremely high aerobic fitness was associated with the greatest survival and was associated with benefit in older patients and those with hypertension. Although it is widely understood that an active lifestyle can lead to a healthy life, the study concludes that a sedentary lifestyle is the equivalent of having a major disease, and the simplest cure is exercise. Dr. Wael Jaber, I hope I pronounced that correctly, the co-author of the study called the results surprising. Being unfit on a treadmill or in an exercise stress test has a worse prognosis as far as death than being hypertensive, being diabetic, or being a current smoker, Jaber told CNN. We've never seen something as pronounced as this and as objective as this, and they're referring to the study. The study also took a look at the risk of being overactive and found that ultra exercises, and that's quote, unquote, ultra exercises do not face higher risk of death. The research consistently found that the more a person exercises, the lower their mortality rates. And that is the end of the article.
Alright, so my comment is join FMK in the store.
Come get your workout.
Alright, so but yeah, I mean, obviously I want people to join the school. So if you get an opportunity to watch this, then there's a great evidence and reason to join, get moving, start exercising with the school. If not, then watch some of our videos and follow along with some of the exercises that we do. But other than promoting the school, this article is just basically just get out there and start exercising. No matter if you go to the gym, you work out at home, or go to the park and work out, go out for a walk, go out for a run, go out for a bike ride, go swimming, start moving,
dancing.
Dancing. Encourage your loved ones to get moving.
Yeah.
If you truly love them, then try to motivate them to work out too. First and foremost, motivate yourself. If you can't do it yourself, then maybe find some friends to do it with. If you can't, then hire a personal trainer. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
We got two of them right here.
Yeah, we do that as well, and sometimes you go on Craigslist, you find good deals on personal trainers.
Yeah.
People are busy, so it's hard to find friends to work out with. I know it's hard to work out on your own, but even if you meet up with a personal trainer once a week, they can at least get you started, and then you work with them once a week, and then you do a couple more days on your own. But it's very important. I mean, what's the point of... A lot of people, they make excuses, I gotta work, I gotta make money. Okay, everybody's gotta make money, I gotta make money too. But there's no point in making all this money if you're just gonna die early.
Yeah.
So, I got people that I used to train where, they train with me and then they stop training, or when they had kids and they get busy with work. But it's like, then they're starting to gain weight. There's, it's like, look, like, you're making money, but if you don't live long to be there for your children, then what's the point?
Yeah, if I can interject, it's always interesting to me to hear how people put their health and their wellness on the back burner. Everything else takes precedence over that. And when I sit and I think about it, it's like, if you are not healthy, then you cannot work. Or if you're working, you're not working at your best possible, optimal, productive way of being. And so it's like, being a trainer, this has been so frustrating because I always get those excuses too. And so we have to remember that if we are not well, then we cannot perform well. The body was created to move. And so the article, they were speaking on like high intense cardio work and those who were like the ultra trainers. My thing also is that if you have never worked out a day in your life, the body is very forgiving. The body wants to move. The body wants to exercise. And so if you are 15 or if you're 55, you start slow, you start easy. And I always say, do what you enjoy doing. So if you enjoy dancing, turn on some music and like get to moving. You can do it in your living room. You can do it or you can go to old school, a discotheque or a club and get your, just get your dance on. The thing is to get moving and to do it regularly. If you are not a gym person, if it makes you scary, here at FMK, we have smaller groups, and so you don't have to worry about being one of hundreds of people or worried about all these eyes on you if that makes you uncomfortable. You can find smaller groups where you can work out. And also personal trainers are always an option. There are some affordable ones online. Craigslist is one of them. And then also, like even if you come to FMK, then perhaps, we can help out as far as, getting you jump started as well. So my thing is get to moving, and no matter what your age is, and even when you're looking at different conditions, once you've consulted with your physician or your healthcare provider, just start moving, start easy, and gradually get yourself into a routine where you are regularly working out, doing some type of fitness activity. The body wants to move, right, babe?
Yeah. And I just wanted to bring out too, like, the big part of my expression of Kung Fu is pretty much discipline in exercise. We do a lot of movement, we do a lot of different things, calisthenics, weight training, martial arts training, we work with weapons, we do self-defense, we do meditation, we do fitness challenges, and we just have fun, like different ways of exercise, and like that's what I'm promoting, like a healthy way. So notice that even though we do martial arts, like we're not trying to promote an unhealthy way. So what I'm saying is, like, this article saying exercise will prolong your health, but it doesn't mean that, like, say if you play football is gonna prolong your health, or if you do boxing, or if you do like combat sport, or you do like dangerous sports, that's not necessarily gonna prolong your health. If anything, that could make you die even earlier, or like unhealthy bodybuilding, for example, or just any type of unhealthy type of training where it's not pointing you in the right direction towards longer health, but maybe just trying to stroke your ego, enhance your ego, and basically, result in an early death. I mean, you see some of these bodybuilders dying like really early. You do your research, you find a lot of football players and a lot of wrestlers that are dying early. Boxers are dying early. There's a certain way that you have to approach exercise where it actually will prolong your health, and you have to know the difference between like healthy training and unhealthy training. And that's where the professional comes in that can really help you out. Right. Because if you get caught up in the gym and you just, you're all about the looks, and then you start like starving yourself or dehydrating yourself and training in a very unbalanced way, then you're not really training for health anymore. You're pretty much destroying your health. So it's important to train the proper way, and that comes with experience and with the proper guidance. And that's what we do in the school, is we teach people how to train in a healthy way. And I like to use my dad as an example. I wanted to bring him up as well.
Yeah, he's
awesome.
awesome.
He's in amazing shape.
Yeah.
And he's 68 years old. You see him in the videos, he looks like he's like 40 or something like that.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And he's like, like 20 marathons that he does already, and he does it every single year. He's probably done he's done over 16 triathlons. I haven't even done one triathlon yet, haven't even done one marathon. That's not my thing. But you find out what you like and you do what you like. He also trains with me 3 times a week. He's 68 years old. He's moving around everywhere. He's retired from his work, but he still works on the side. Yeah. He's still fixing his car, still biking, still swimming. He's going to the gym still. Like, he's just enjoying his life, and that's what we need to do. Yeah. And I'm 30, about to turn 37 right now, or next month, and I do my best to stay in shape. I exercise every day pretty much. Been doing it pretty much my whole life, and I'm trying to instill that discipline to my children as well. Trinity's in great shape, and she's been exercising her whole life. So it's like I'm trying to motivate my mom to get involved, trying to get my sister to get more involved. But I mean, that's part of the challenge. First, motivate yourself. Once you motivate yourself, then start trying to get people in that you love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's what I did for my family. My family, they're in Georgia right now, and my mom, my sisters, my brother, all of my nieces and nephews, and we have a gang full of nieces and nephews. But they're all very active. Every Sunday they get together and they play kickball. And it's of course my family members, but they invite friends and neighbors. I mean, it's something to get them out and to literally go outside and play. Videos and technology is cool, but the body was made to move, and it wants to move. And so always practicing precaution. If your body is hurt, aching, if you have injury, of course you want to get those things looked after. If you have not worked out before and you're just getting started, you want to consult with your healthcare provider, with your physician. If you have a health condition like diabetes types 1 or 2, if you are overweight, if you have joint issues, get those things looked into before you start getting into a rigorous regimen or starting any activity that you've not done before. And then for people who, you've been doing this or you have a history of it, we have to ease back into it when we've not been doing it for a while. Okay, so just jumping in all of a sudden, I mean, it can cause some issues. It can cause unwanted soreness, injury, overtraining. So take care as you start your new regimen or restart your regimen. And then if you're doing it, then, we just want to encourage you to keep on going.
Yeah, and, I think a lot of people, they don't feel comfortable working out with a group of people or in a gym environment, and that's where the personal trainer comes in. Yeah. And, so... Like, I noticed that a lot of people come to me for personal training because they don't like comparing themselves to other people or feeling bad that, they're not doing as well. So that's where the private training comes in, and really, I get to go at the pace of the person and, just ease them back into it. And it's not about competing. It's not about other people looking at them and laughing or whatever the case may be. But it's just about, them getting started and getting moving. And if it's a money issue, like I said, you can meet once a week. If not once a week, maybe even once every 2 weeks. There's somebody that comes to me like maybe once every 2 weeks. Maybe even if you do once a month, at least you have a professional person that could guide you into the proper routine and to show you like the methods of working out. Because once again, you got to respect the profession, just like a mechanic. Don't expect to just fix your car when it breaks down when you don't know nothing about cars. Yeah. That's why you take it to a mechanic, to a professional that knows what he's doing. So when it comes to training your own body, your body is like the car. And if you don't know what you're doing, you could be causing more harm than good. So it's good to seek out professionals that will really help you towards the right direction. And honestly, YouTube, there's a lot you can learn from it, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that people aren't advising in the right way. Yeah. So there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of things that people will steer you in the wrong direction. Like I said, there's a spiritual component to the to the exercise in the martial arts that's really important. It's basically you have to understand the proper exercise methods to prolong your health, and pay attention to who's trying to teach you. You know, if this person is like an 80-year-old and he looks like he's like 50 because he keeps himself in good shape, he trains healthy, then that's good. Yeah. But you know, if you're training with somebody who's just all about, hey, you know, you got to get bigger, and you know, like it's all about size, it's all about, you know, this and that, and it's just all about like showing off, and like then you know, you know, they'd be like, oh, you look at these pictures of how I used to be in shape. Look at me, you know, like no, like it's different, you know. It's a lifestyle, you know. It's not about showing off or whatever. It's actually about living longer. Yeah. I hope to, you know, live till I'm 100 or older, you know, and
live a quality life.
Yeah, quality. Yeah. You know, and there's a certain approach. So no matter if you seek for advice online or for people that you meet directly, you have to figure out like who is showing you the way and who's trying to pretty much misguide you. Just like the car thing, you bring in somebody to fix a car, you don't trust him, he makes your car worse. Or you bring it into somebody you trust that they know what they're doing, then they fix the problems and they charge you a good rate, reasonable rate, and then you got a good deal. Now you know who you could go to. And once again, this channel, even though you might not be here in Chicago, you can learn a lot from our videos. You know, we got over 15,000 videos out there. There's a lot of exercise videos that I put out there, and sometimes we answer questions for people. But once again, it's just about motivating yourself to just move. You know, nobody has to really teach you to walk. You could go walk right now. Yeah. You know, you could go for a short run, go for a bike ride. But when it comes to like strength training and, you know, weight training and all that requires a little bit more expertise, because there's certain things you could do. You know, you could do certain things in the wrong way and it could harm you. Or if you don't train certain muscle groups, you could create like certain imbalances, you know. But like she said, like Trinity said, dancing, running, swimming, biking, you can't really go wrong with those activities. Jump roping, you know. So, but yeah. That's it. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, thank you all for the support. And if you haven't joined FMK already, then join. If you haven't subscribed, then subscribe. But this article is just direct evidence to show how important it is to exercise. Yeah.
And we fully endorse.
Yeah, we do.
Exercising.
Yeah. So, exercise right now. 10 push-ups, 30 squats, 10 pull-ups.
Thank you guys.